Hi, it's Tristan here again, and today we have quite a rare guest. This is a Snouted Night Adder, Causus defilippii. Now, these snakes, as along with the other night adder, the rhombic, can be confused with a few other snakes, such as the puff adder, the egg eater, rhombic egg eater to be specific, and now this night adder can be confused with the other night adder, the rhombic night adder. And I'll be going through with you what features this snake has that can distinguish all of the others apart. So now, firstly, let's talk about the puff adder in similarity with this one. So both of these are adders. They've got venom glands and front hinged fangs, which means that the fangs fold up against the roof of the mouth. However, there are a few key markings along the snake that we need to note. A puff adder has dark chevrons going along the whole length of the body. This snake, as you can see, only has one chevron, and this is key. The chevron is on the head, just on the back of the head there, you can see. And also, it's got these triangular blotches along its back. Now this is characteristic of both night adders, these triangular blotches, so that those two features distinguish it from the puff adder. Now let's talk about the egg eater. First of all, you can see this snake is quite a robust snake. Yes, he's not as fat and as sluggish as a puff adder or a gaboon, but he's still quite fat and clumsome. Now this is characteristic of all adders, and the egg eater, which I'll do another video on, you'll see is much more slender. And it has a chevron marking, but on the neck, much further back from the head. And you may be thinking, well, it's slightly confusing, but in contrast, you will notice the difference. Now, where identification happens to get tricky is between the two night adders. Now, if I put them together, they will look basically the same. They both have a chevron on the head, and they both have triangular blotches down the back. However, one feature distinguishes them apart, and that is the scale on the top of the nose is pointed upward to form a snout. Now it's going to be hard for me to show you this, but there will be a picture inserted that you'll be able to have a better look at. But that is the feature that distinguishes these two apart. Now let's talk about the venom. So these snakes have got the longest venom glands to body ratio of any snake on the planet. Their venom glands extend from just behind the eye all the way down to the base of the neck. Now, in those venom glands, there is cytotoxic venom, as typical with most adders. It is not as potent as the puff adder or the gaboon, but it can still pack a punch. Antivenom is not needed, usually, when you get bitten by the snake, unless you have an allergic reaction. However, that does not mean you must treat it lightly, because the pain experienced from this bite is quite excruciating, depending on individuals. So here he is, the little snouted night adder, and we're going to release him back into his wonderful forest here in the Eastern Highlands. I hope you enjoyed that close encounter with this beautiful snouted night adder, and we'll see you soon.